EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to one of the most storied postseason venues in the league. Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, sold out once again. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Ready?
They'll start the drive here with an end around. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And Taylor going to pick up the Colts first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Back to Taylor on first down. Loose inside the 30. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 64 yards. And the Colts are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Next to score, Colts 7, Steelers 0. Matt Gay to kick off for the Colts.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 23. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
He's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Here's one deep for Pickens. It got his man complete. He's still on his feet. And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens, 78 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touch. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught in the end zone. So it goes for 2 points on the fake and gives him a lead.
Someone really wanted to be in the lead here because that's a heck of a gamble, isn't it? You're down 1, you kick it, you got to tie a ball game. Instead they fake it. And I keep coming back to this every time I see it. Remember, if you're faking an extra point now, the ball snapped at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, you're giving up 13 yards as opposed to just lining up at the 2 and saying you're going to go for 2.
You're running a big play, lots of yardage for 1 extra point. That's a heck of a gamble, but it paid off in this case.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here we go. Start.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. It's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay. There he goes, right side. Najee Harris. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, 74 yards. And the Steelers are once again back in front. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. That's out quickly to Hyatt. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the option left, Richardson. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because He looked up, and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Here's Richardson to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 98 yards on the ground here for Harris. It's a 1st down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Pickett. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped.
And this is caught. Touchdown! George Pickens with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Steelers add 6 to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 1st down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Chidobe-Awuzie with a pick. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
At the 46-yard line.
Check smash. Check smash.
Off play action. Pickett steps away. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Colts are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this 1st quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
22, Colts 10.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Alert! Alert!
Moss on the give up the middle. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Completed to Hyatt. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Darius Rush providing the hit on the play defensively.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys in the cornerback position.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now it's Richardson. Flush to his right. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Anthony Richardson from 17 yards out. And the Colts have cut it back within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a give, running left is Harris. There he goes, left side. Najee Harris. He's to the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boswell for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And running with power here. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Here we go. Set.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Richardson on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
As a defender, I always found the slant route extremely difficult to cover unless you're able to jump on top of it early, because once he gets his hands on the ball, he's at full speed going away from you.
It all happens in the blink of an eye, doesn't it?
It really does. The timing is so important. That ball's got to be out of the hands of the quarterback in to the receiver like that. And if it is, you often get a very successful play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And now Hull. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll hand off to Hull. That is brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And he is going to have a Colts first down. They go for it on 4th and 2, and it's a gain of 6.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35.
18 Cardinal. Hurry. 70 Rangers. Ready.
Now Richardson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Mustang 19. 7 Pirates.
And they'll run with Hull.
Good footwork at the 30. Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. On 3rd down, here's Richardson.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Jalen Hyatt, 30 yards. And the Colts are back within a score.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Najee Harris.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Tackled that time by Joey Porter Jr.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
On second down, here's Hull.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Play action. Now Richardson.
They'll roll him out right.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That close on 3rd down. I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down. Good work there on 4th and 1. They get 7 to move the chains. On the option, they'll hand it to Moss.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. Touchdown, Colts! Marquise Goodwin as the first half is winding down.
And the Colts are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
And just shutting him off there.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
A very costly holding penalty. It backs them up all the way inside their 10 to start this drive.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
2nd and 10. It's Pickett again. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And he is caught. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another 1st down at the Colts 40. And the offense moving quickly to the line. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. His throw incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. They hand this off to Harris, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. This pass caught. It's Woods. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort.
Read alert, read alert. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Here's a give to Moss out of the shotgun. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Yeah, he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. Third and 4. Richardson out of the shotgun. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. A hit there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws, and that's another one right there.
Gay's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2.
So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Colts pick it up. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. Why we saw that field goal try a moment ago, I'll never understand. But as a result, this offense, they've got to be pumped. 1st and 10 in striking position already. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Anthony Richardson
Taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Colts have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Colts 41, Steelers 36.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time.
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
That's caught inside the 20. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
George Pickens,
62 yards.
and the Steelers have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Pickett and the rest of the Steeler offense staying on the field. They'll go for 2.
It's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Buffalo 18, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And fights through one man. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
A run here with Hall.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this third and long. Richardson looking to throw this.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would, and in your experience.
There he goes, left side.
He may go. Najee Harris.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris, 68 yards. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Boswell good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. The Colts on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. Jalen Hyatt, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. On the give, this is Harris. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. But Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And that's a great run, and this is when you've got a running back that feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead. You're looking at moving on to the conference championship. And he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Here's one deep for Pickens.
And this is caught inside the 5. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 52 yards. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Harris is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown.
And how nice is it to have a guy like Najee Harris in the backfield when you get down near the goal line? He can use his 230-plus pound frame to just get you those tough yards, and he finishes things off here with a touchdown run.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
38-yard line.
Ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Richardson's throw pulled in by Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Hawk 70.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
8 yards.
Richardson going to change the play here.
Dragon 60.
On second down, here's a run with Moss. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
And Gay knocks this one through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. An audible here to get a new look. Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Let's go.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Evan Hall.
36 yards.
And the Colts have got it back to within a score.
And he shows some mobility there, getting outside of the tackles, moving to the right, making a nice play.
He had the whole field in front of him and was able to actually throw it about where he was looking, right? He said he moved to the right, had his vision there, and put a nice pass into the end zone for a touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Pickett sets up play action. Here's one deep for Pickens.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
What a call there on 3rd down. Took conviction, didn't it? If this is incomplete, the complexion of this game changes dramatically. Instead, not only is this a first down, but it's a big play to boot.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. That is intercepted. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Moss.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Cut. Ready? 19 Lions.
Moss again.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Richardson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
But that incompletion reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here it is, 4th and goal.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. This one no doubt important for Matt Gay. This to tie things up in the final minute. Gay's kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
This is 1st and 10.
Harris starts the drive on the ground.
Oh, but a great tackle there. Going to hold it to no gain as the clock runs. Here comes 2nd down. Here's Pickett.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
Well, what a game this has been, and now it'll take overtime to decide who goes on to the AFC title game. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was in the playoffs. Now both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first, game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A nice start for them here to overtime, and maybe the plan here is don't do anything too crazy. Don't try for some big play, Charles. Just move the chains, put the pressure on the defense.
Well, these early first downs are certainly nice confidence builders as they begin overtime, because even though you just played 4 quarters, the feeling's entirely different when you take the field in OT, because you just want to settle in, as you suggested, keep the ball moving, and rely on your opponent to make that first big mistake.
Playoff football at its best. Remember, a touchdown on this drive isn't a game winner as they work on 2nd down here.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. And quickly, they get to the line.
No gain on the play.
Now Pickett will look to pass it.
Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Juju Brents. And the Colts are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. That is just a gigantic interception here in overtime of this playoff game. And now, Charles, all they need is 3 to win it.
That's exactly right, because now one possession, one field goal gets it done. They force a lot of big turnovers in the regular season, Brandon, but none come bigger than that one right there here in the playoffs. They've got a chance to put this one away.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
One team.
Oh, and it's intercepted.
It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing